user friendly, but I can easily click this out if I wanted to move it somewhere. So there's a few different things that I love about this camera, and then there's just a couple little things that annoy me about this camera that if I were to design it, I would do a little bit differently. So we're going to talk about those as well. So the first thing I love about this camera is the range it gives you. So I can change the position of the camera on either the tablet or on the app on my phone, which is really nice. So this goes like 270 back and forth, and then this goes all over, up and down as well. So no matter where Everett is in his crib, or if I've got some really cute pictures of, Brandon going in and playing with him in the mornings and things like that. So no matter where they are, I'm able to move it so I can just kind of see what's going on. Which I think as he transitions and gets older and goes to a taller bed and is getting out of bed, that's going to be super handy for me to click on the monitor and just kind of move the camera around so I can see what the heck he's up to. But he's not there yet, but I can just envision it happening already. The other thing that I love about this camera, and I looked at a lot of cameras, you guys, is the video quality. I think that the quality on this is amazing. So obviously it has great daytime quality when the lights are on or the windows are open. But what's really, really important is that night vision quality, and this definitely has it. I will save a few images to my highlights on Instagram so you guys can see what exactly is going on, and I'll have my Instagram linked down below. But honestly, this is amazing. So at first I did have a little bit of trouble with this night vision thing. I couldn't quite figure it out. The camera naturally wanted to focus on like his mobile in his room, or if there was anything next to it, but I had this sitting on a shelf, and so I think that was just like a natural focal point for it. The instant that I mounted this on the wall, all that changed, and I got the best quality I have ever seen from a night vision camera ever. So if you're having problems with it, definitely get out that hardware, try mounting it. Originally, I didn't think I needed to mount it because I could get the angle right just by having it on a shelf, but by mounting it, I love, love, love the image that I get so much better. So definitely try it out. And it's so easy to mount it, so if you don't like it mounted, I mean, no loss, you can just change it. So yeah, super easy, super user-friendly on that. The other thing that I really like about this camera is some of the setup options it has for the app or for your tablet. So I can set it to send me an alert. So if it detects movement, it'll send me a text message that says, motion detected in nursery at 11:20 a.m., right? I think that's super cool. That's super handy. That was really, really nice because Everett would always talk in his sleep when he was younger. Between, 2 to 3 months in there, he was talking in his sleep all the time. So it just gave me peace of mind knowing that, if he's actually moving, it's going to send me that alert. So really, really cool feature, and I also see that being useful in using this camera for other things. If I wanted to put this in our entryway, that'd be super cool. And this base model allows you to connect 4 different cameras to it. So I could get a couple extra cameras. If we had more than one kid, I could label it John's room, Everett's room, whatever, and connect them all on here and view them all on one screen. I could also, as they grow up and get more independent, I could put this in our entryway and then have it set up to send me a text message when there's motion detected in the entryway, which I think is super cool and gives me a lot of peace of mind. So love, love, love that about this. I can see us having these in our home for a long, long time. As long as they're working, we will be using them. So let's get to the things that annoy me about this camera. So there's just a couple. So while I like having it on my app and having the ability to access the image on there, especially with our schedules where Everett ends up being home most of the time, that's super nice when I'm at work and I can just kind of tune in, especially if I know he's having a rough morning, like he's been teething all day today. If I were leaving him with my husband or with somebody else, it'd be nice for me to kind of tune in on the camera and just check out and see if he's napping okay for him or whatever. So I love having that ability. But when we're traveling, I took this or so ago when we were visiting her. And I did not realize that in order for these two to pair together, they have to have Wi-Fi. So if I wanted to go down the street to my in-laws' house and I wanted to take this with because I knew Everett was going to be napping over there, I couldn't do it unless I connected it to their Wi-Fi. So when I was visiting my sister, we got there at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Everett needed to go to bed now because he was so cranky. And I didn't have time to get her Wi-Fi password and set this up. I just needed to put him down. And it was more work for me to spend the time setting this up than it was for me to just go without it for the night. So I do wish that this had like an easier setup option that I could just plug in the camera and turn this on and they would just pair together somehow. I don't know how it would work, but I wish I did not need Wi-Fi. I wish that Wi-Fi was just an additional option, if that makes sense. And then the other thing, I feel silly even saying, but it is so annoying when you are a parent and you have a little one who has woken up in the middle of the night and they're struggling to go back to sleep. And this camera has two little lights here. And one is orange and one is blue. And I have spent many a night looking at them and they flash. They literally flash. And sometimes it'll flash faster than others and sometimes it'll flash real slow. Right? But my point is, when you have a baby who's fighting sleep, their eyes go directly to these lights. And so it's really hard to get them to not focus on that, to turn them away and get them to keep from moving their head to look at these lights. And I don't know why. I wish they were moved back a little bit more or whatever. Because even when you turn away, it casts like a shadow on the wall when they flash, and so your baby can kind of focus on that. So just like a little design flaw. I mean, you can totally get around it by like putting a piece of tape or something over it, but it's super annoying. It's super annoying at 2 a.m. Like, nothing worse. But I mean, it's such a minor thing for what you get with this camera. So I do still recommend it. And like I said, I'll have it linked down below. So if you think that this is a good addition for your household and your family, go ahead and pick it up because I do think it is worth the money. There's just a couple little things on it that I would change if I were to design this camera. But like I said, I do see us using these cameras in our home and having these as addition to our household for a long time. As long as they are working, we will be using them in our house. So thank you guys so much for watching today. That is all I have to say about this handy dandy little camera here. I hope to see you guys again, so go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I will be back with a new video next week. Bye!